Hello, everyone. Welcome to another DCU Daily to start the week. A little belated. Apologies from yesterday, but both of us were unavailable to do a proper show, and we want to give you the best of the best. So we apologize, but we are here, and we're starting the week technically with two shows because we are obviously doing Tier List Tuesday after this show. So get pumped for that if our Wi-Fi's don't duck out again. So, but that's beside the point. We got a big show. Obviously, since this is now the start of the week instead of yesterday, we are doing Labor Day box office stuff. We're obviously going to be reviewing Alien Earth Episode 5, In Space, No One Blank. And then Venice Film Festival, we're going to be talking about a bunch of participation trophies. I mean, standing ovations. And then we're going to be talking summer box office, Channing Tatum on Doomsday, and apparently a new Call of Duty movie in the works. Obviously, we have our quick hits, and then a ton of DC stuff. Oh my God, so much DC stuff for you today. Not only we have John Cena and Peacemaker stuff, but we have some Supergirl stuff. We got some Lanterns, and we have an absolute boatload for Clayface. I'm sure you guys have seen the behind the scenes pictures already, but we are going to be getting into that and so much more. And with all of that, let's get into the news and let our boy tell you that we are all indeed enough.
It doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always the number two.
All right, Mr. I need to paint my abs on to get nominated. You don't see Robert Downey doing that.
You're kidding.
You're
kidding. I can't open the envelope without the...
Warner Brothers is heading back into the Matrix with a new movie in the works.
Wonder what other surprises are in store.
I want to be Bruce Wayne.
I like that. You're gonna love me.
There's the shot right there. That.
Okay, we don't need to see chorus.
Right there.
You look ridiculous.
Well, not no more, he don't.
What, dude? I can barely understand you. Your accent's insane.
What the
Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go with that music. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. I'm John. Very nice to see you all. There's so many people in the chat already. Sorry, a little belated today, but that's okay. We got Tony, we got Patrick, we got Wear the Cape, we got Hosea, we got Monique was in here a little bit before. I don't see her now, but she was in here before. But Monique, Enterprising, hello. YOLO, yes indeed. Tony, very nice to see you. And Patrick, yes, we are going to be talking about that for a little bit, I think. And yeah, hello and hello. I'm trying to say hello to everybody. But before I say hello to too many people, we have Lizz up in here today. Lizz, how are you doing on this very, very wonderful day?
I'm well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. It's very exciting. Well, for another couple hours at least. I did find a stack of celebrity selfies and photo ops. So if at any point y'all get bored and you just say, hey, Lizz, show us some pictures, I'll flash.
If I you know what? If I have to take a dump in the middle of the show and
Sure.
I just gotta go and do
Sure.
that, then I can just throw you on screen.
Let's not have one. Absolutely.
Let's not show it on camera, guys. Anyway.
Thank you, Enterprise.
Speaking of sharting, we are going to be talking about a shark.
Hey. Ayo.
I'm not apologizing for that one. Anyway, but we are going to be talking about Labor Day weekend in terms of the box office today. But Weapons, of course, winning the weekend once again for the past, fucking 4 or 5 weeks at this point. And then, of course, Steven Spielberg's one of his many masterpieces was re-released this weekend to honor the 50th anniversary of the amazing
showing
film
it all week at my
Jaws.
theater, so
but it started the 29th, and it's been steaming. I think it's going to be in theaters for 2 more days, and then it's out of theater. So still try to go see that, especially for today or tomorrow. Well, not today anymore, but tomorrow, because if you have an AMC near you, you get half off. And if you don't have AMC Stubs A-list, like we do, peasants. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But apparently, even Jaws, the amazingness of Jaws, beat Darren Aronofsky's film Caught Stealing and the newest iteration of The Roses, featuring Benedict Cumberland and Olivia Colman. So thoughts on all of this, Liz? Do you agree with this? Do you think, oh, this makes sense? Or you're like, oh, I wish Caught Stealing and The Roses beat Steven Spielberg's amazing masterpiece?
No, I mean it totally makes sense. Listen, it's like we're getting towards the end of the summertime. It's Labor Day weekend. People are gonna, they're just trying to relax, and again, they're gonna go to what they know is awesome, and it's cool to see classics on the big screen after, it's been 50 years. So, no, it doesn't surprise me at all. And again, The Roses, word of mouth, everybody says it's not the great film that we were hoping it would be. Caught Stealing was awesome, but it's for a very specific audience, so not a surprise at all. But yeah, I'm glad that Jaws did so well. I was actually tempted to go see it myself over the weekend, but I got a little busy, so it's still playing this week. So I might still get a chance to check it out on the big screen. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Jose, you just saw it for the first time. That's awesome. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, my sister saw it for the first time in the theater. She saw bits and pieces of it, but she hadn't seen it all the way through. So she finally watched it, and she loved it. So, and she's not really a horror movie fanatic. So, good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hello, Manolo. Very nice to see you. Love the profile picture. But yeah, Jaws killing it once again, quite literally. But yeah, this is really, really wonderful to see. Obviously we have more of this, and variety showing off the same kind of thing. And yeah, I think this is kind of nice. It's just like, I'm happy, but it's just like, I'm still kind of weirdly in shock that like Weapons is doing this.
Word of mouth is everybody's talking it up. Everyone who has
the thing is, Thunderbolts was like, oh, word of mouth, and then still nobody fucking saw that shit. So it's like, I don't know.
Because
sometimes
it was word
of mouth works, sometimes it doesn't.
Once it was released, word of mouth was, you could wait till it streams. So
I don't know. It's just like it's just thanks, Dan.
Here we go.
It's just nice to see, and I think Jaws, it's just because it kind of reminds me of the Revenge of the Sith thing, where like when that came back to theaters, it fucking exploded, even though it was a re-release from fucking 20 years ago. So it's just nice to see, and especially nice to see Jaws killing it once again. And obviously we also have the amazing little Hollywood Reporter charts in terms of top series and top movies and whatnot. And this is kind of the more complete list. Weapons, it said 12.8 specifically, like that was that, so they bumped up the number a little bit. Then Jaws with almost $10 million in its theatrical re-release run, and then we got Caught Stealing with 9.5, which isn't too bad for a smaller indie movie. So it's not too bad. Then Freakier Friday with 8.7, which is a little bad for The Roses because that came out later, but and then we have like all the movies that have been in theaters for a while, like Fantastic Four, Bad Guys 2, Superman, Nobody 2, Naked Gun still in the top 10, which is definitely a surprise.
But it's also a shame. Nobody, I feel like, should be higher as well. That's disappointing. Again, it wasn't as good as the first one, but I really expected the fans to want to see what the sequel was going to be all about. So
I think the timing was just bad. Like it was 4 years between the first and second. If it came out like maybe 2-3 years,
yeah, that's fair.
But and the thing is, I think the reason that the original Nobody did so well was because, again, it was like post-COVID, and so I think that was maybe released at the same time on streaming, so like everyone was watching it. And now, big release, maybe it's not what they wanted. So, but sorry about that. Yeah, I think I think this is a good haul for the Labor Day weekend, even though they said, it's probably going to be lower, but that makes sense. But yeah. But that's it for the box office. Now, Liz, you can take a break for a snack because we are going to be talking about Alien Earth. We're gonna, even though it's not movie talk, let's go with TV Talk Terror. I think I mentioned that before. It's movie talk madness, but TV Talk Terror. So we are now going to be talking about Alien Earth, the 5th episode of the season. I think this was definitely a step up from the last episode. The last episode was just overall very weak. It was not terribly interesting. This one I felt was a lot better. And also spoilers, by the way. Spoilers, I am going to change the ticker. So if you have not watched this episode yet, I'm going to be spoiling something because a lot of big things happen in this episode. So if you have not seen it, please click away, and then when Movie Talk Madness banner and the spoiler warning go away, then it's safe to come back. So I am going to be talking about it for a bit. I'll try to keep it quick so you guys can come back easy. But Alien Earth, episode 5. We are now in the second half of its freshman season. So in this specific episode, we get a prequel episode. We get what happened on the ship before it crashed into Earth. So we got a very detailed going on of what happened, a lot of details in characters. Now, I am split on it because on the one hand, I would have preferred to have it remain a mystery and have it remain mysterious. But I think oh my god, I disassociated for a second. But yeah, I think Alien Earth, this episode, we got a lot of good stuff with characters. We got more insight, but it was kind of like a domino effect kind of episode where we really, get a feel for what happened. And even though you aren't supposed to care about the characters, you weirdly kind of do. You get more of insight into Morrow and what his character, and what I love about him is he's definitely so shade of gray, where it's you don't like him, you don't hate him, you don't really know what to feel. On the one hand, you like certain things, and then on other things you fucking hate him. So, but you understand it, and I think the guy they got does a very good job of that, and kind of an insight into what's going on. And you get what happened with his daughter. She actually didn't grow old that you think, because the mission was 65 years, so that she lived her life, grew old. She actually died year 8 into his mission. So not only did he not even get a chance to see her when she was maybe really old, kind of like the end of Interstellar, that she just immediately died less than a decade into his mission. So now it's it's not just oh, we kind of got an insight that she maybe died with how he talked about her before, but it's oh, she didn't even have a life because she died at the age of 19 in a fire. So he has literally nothing. So when he said, "This is my life's mission," that's all he means, because he literally has nothing. And so you kind of get that sympathy there, but then at the same time, you just it's just he's, to quote Obi-Wan, he's more machine now than man. Because even though he just has the arm, he acts more like the arm than what he does throughout the rest of his body. Because only his arm is robotic. His whole body is robotic. So you have that, and it's good, some good alien-esque action. So if you were kind of craving that, then you kind of get that in this episode, but with other specimens as well. What I also liked is something that Dan O'Bannon had in the original script for the film was actually originally And then they cut this. They reintroduced it into Prometheus, where the crew members kind of engage in like meaningless sex acts because it's like they're lonely, they need something to feel, and they're bored, and that's what they kind of. And so like crew members just randomly had like sex with each other. But Ridley Scott didn't want to have that in the movie, so he cut it out. And then he reintroduced it into Prometheus, and then they kind of reintroduce it here, kind of as an interesting lore bit. And I think it's kind of a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing for fans who aren't aware of that original tidbit like me. So, I'm the weird one looking into the behind the scenes stuff that nobody cares about. But we got an effects heavy episode. A lot of people say it's like kind of gross, kind of gory. I know that this one kind of said it, which is funny because I had my dinner. I had a bagel with cream cheese, and I was just eating that while watching this, and it didn't even faze me. So, but I really like this. I like the characters more. I kind of like a break from the kid characters, like the kids in the adult bodies, because some of them can be a little bit too kiddie for me, and they're kind of annoying. But I liked kind of the break, but we got some insight, even though I was like kind of on the fence about it. I still liked it. And then we also, another twist in the episode was that Boy Cavalier was more of a Machiavellian mastermind than what we originally thought. So from the beginning of the season, we just think, oh, the thing crash lands, and oh, he wants it. He just wants a chance to, like, he's like, gimme. I'm the boy genius trillionaire. I'm just going to take this. But in fact, he was the one who headed a sabotage attempt through this guy who sabotaged the navigational systems to get the specimens. So that's an interesting thing. So it shows the more evil side to this character we were not originally aware of. So more insight into that. So, but it was overall a very, engaging episode. And I think it did a very good job of like explaining all these things, but like still showcasing the terror of an alien. And just really did a lot of great stuff. So I think this was overall a very, very good episode. I don't know if it's the best episode of the season, but it's definitely one of the best. So yeah, Babu Cizé, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He did an excellent job in this episode. So yeah, overall, great stuff. And I'm loving where the show is going, and I hope we continue on that road. So yeah, that's about it. I don't want to get into too much. I know I kind of dropped the two big spoilery things, but I did really like. I think especially after last episode, which was kind of weak, this one was more engaging. It's just like I had to keep pausing, and I had a lot of chores to do, so I had to keep pausing and going back and forth between that. So that's why we were kind of late. I apologize. It's on me. It's not on Dan this week, so it's on me. So I apologize for that. That's why we started much later. But yeah, now we go back to the proper thing, and we will go back to the news. So we can turn off the music, and Liz can come back in. So yes, you guys can come back in. But yes, overall great episode. Very much a very good stuff. So if you have not been watching the show and you just came back, then please watch the show. It's very good, and it's very engaging, and No Holly definitely understands this. And I will say the episode ended with a Smashing Pumpkins song. So if you like Smashing Pumpkins, No Holly has a good music sense, because Legion was very Pink Floyd heavy, which is perfect. And then this, you've had Tool, you've had Smashing Pumpkins, you've had you had a couple others I forget, but yeah, good stuff, good music choices. Anywho, let's move on to the next things, because we gotta get into standing ovations, Liz. Gotta get into all the standing. Yes, Smashing Pumpkins, good stuff. We don't have to, but
our overlord wants us to.
Yes, the master hand. The only person that could stand up is the real Slim Shady. All right, so but let's get into Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which, to be fair, I am excited for.
No, so
But
am I.
it's Del Toro is my boy, and I love him dearly, and I love Oscar Isaac. Jacob Elordi can kind of fuck off, but like that's
I've
beside
met
the point.
Oscar. He's a lovely man.
Mia Goth, love Mia Goth. Like, I would say Jacob Elordi is the only one who can kind of fuck off. But yeah.
Aw, poor Jacob.
Oh, poor Jacob. He's headlining a fucking Guillermo del Toro movie. I ain't crying over him.
Yeah, because he's so
fucking hit the
hot
lottery
right now.
Yeah, Mr. fucking
Ooh,
perfect
crusty,
jawline. Oh no, I bet he's
crusty
crying with his.
over here.
I bet he's like Woody Harrelson in Zombieland, where he's just crying with $100 bills. It's just like he's crying all the way to the bank.
You know what?
And crying
mad
in
at him
the
for
looking
it.
at that
Good-
face in
and
the
good-
fucking mirror all day. Why I
Why
have to
is his
look like
hair like
this?
that though? Ew, babe.
It's like
clean
the
it up.
messy
Clean
look.
it up. You're in a freaking tux. Clean it up.
Because it's like, I just naturally look like this,
No,
aren't I?
it's
So
It's not you.
that's what he's.
You're not going to get
for.
cast in Batman doing that. I'll tell you much.
Well, he's
Right.
not considered for Batman. He's considered for.
You don't
James
know. Maybe down
Bond.
the line, he's so hot right now.
I fucking hope not.
You
Gross.
don't know.
We just got an American Batman and an American Superman back. Let's
Pop off,
fucking keep it
Queen.
that way.
Pop off.
Fuck. Yeah, and we're stuck with a British Spider-Man. Like, come on, let's for the top
Oh, come
three. We have
on.
the Americans came back, so like now we just needed an American Spider-Man again. Gabagool. Anyway, so we're just trying to bring in the people with this image. They gotta bring in all the Euphoria fans. But yes, it did. Have its standing ovation, all that fun stuff. Which, like,
Oscar
congrats,
bait.
but
The-
like, just
movie's
standing
over. Clean it-
ovations.
you need to clean it up,
fucking mean
too.
nothing. Hey, look, she has a little bit of an eyebrow. There she goes.
Yeah, the eyebrows look nice. What's with the hair? What's with everybody's? So everybody just decided we're not going to do fuck all with our hair. We're just going to show up like out of bed, like.
I don't know. He's kind of got the,
Go back to that clip. He looked like shit in the clip. He looks god awful. What happened?
he's
between
in
the
a
red carpet
fucking-
in there.
Here's the thing.
Probably
Maybe
humid as
there's no
fuck.
AC. Maybe he's wearing
That's
a
what I'm
suit,
saying.
and maybe he's
Probably.
sweaty, and it fucked up his hair. I don't
Probably.
know.
Whew. Fluffer nutter over there.
Weird insult, but okay. But anyway, let's get into the other fucking,
Fluffy. Fluffy.
Anyway, so Wizard of the Kremlin, Jude Law,
What the
new
fuck
Jude
is
Law
that?
film. Hey, look, speaking of Batman, the Riddler. Apparently this got a 10-minute standing ovation. I don't even know what the fuck this is, but like
Me neither.
political
Never heard
thriller.
Of the thing.
Oh my god. Okay, now I have just for that one fucking line, I have to see this movie now.
That's pretty. I wonder if it's anything like The Death of Stalin. Is it supposed to be funny? Oh no, it's
I
a
don't know.
political thriller. Oh, okay.
no. Anyway. But honestly, that sounds banger. I don't know if it's deserving of a 10-minute standing ovation. I'll be the judge of that.
That's right.
So
Our opinions are the only ones that matter, John.
correct.
It's true.
Anyway, but yeah, honestly, this sounds good. Like, I'm not like super excited for it like Frankenstein, but like this sounds like a cool idea. But if it's a political thriller, I can't imagine it'll be comedy like Death of Stalin. It's probably going to be serious.
No, it does. No, it says political thriller, so there's no way.
Yeah.
Death
But
of
I still have
Stalin
not
is
seen
great,
Death of
though.
Stalin. It's on my list. though.
I strongly encourage y'all to see it.
I
It's
know
hilarious.
that was I know Jason Isaacs within that. I heard
It's
he was
so
very
good.
good in that. But
And
yeah,
he is a lovely man. Fuck! I should have told him how much I love Death of Stalin. Damn it!
Anyway, maybe our next Brainiac, who knows? But apparently, Jim Jarmusch has another film coming out, Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, starring Cate Blanchett, and that scored only a 5-minute standing ovation. Come on, Jim Jarmusch, get better. Come on.
Nobody even broke a sweat
Guillermo
on
got
them, like,
15.
yeah.
Fucking, Jude Law got 10. You can only get a measly 5. Come on now. Come on. Rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah.
Rookie fucking numbers. Jim
Sounds like a
Jarmusch. Come
real
on now.
turd.
But anyway, I don't think I've actually seen a Jim Jarmusch movie. I know, like I'm like the cinema guy, and I have not seen a Jim Jarmusch movie. So, yeah, enterprising. Womp womp. Dan, let me click on it. Jesus. But yeah, congrats to the film. Kate
I have also
Blanchett looking
never seen a
lovely.
Jim Jarmusch movie, apparently.
Yeah, he's a weird director. Anyway,
Yes.
but but hey, Smashing Machine, we're back up to 15.
Oh, he sobbed uncontrollably. That's cute.
I mean, he's
I'd
still a
like to
fucking
see the
asshole, but
footage.
like,
I'd like to see the footage.
Yeah, and then I'll point and laugh at him because Dwayne Johnson's a fucking egotistical prick. Anyway, all right, he fucking tried to like take DC for himself, and like he also treats everyone like
to be
shit.
fair, he was
so,
like promised DC, so
yeah. Also, hello, Brogu. Let me click on it. That's what she said. What the fuck? What are you? How do you have sex? Anyway, so exactly, like straight up, she's looked the same since Lord of the Rings. Like 25 years is nothing. I'm convinced they gotta like bathe in fucking like something, right? Like they gotta like the fucking, like the Illuminati shit. They gotta like bathe in something to like not like be like, yeah, The Rock.
yeah, they pay like $500 for an ounce of moisturizer. Like, we're not the same.
Anyway, but yes, I do love Cate Blanchett, but with this, I will say The Rock is looking kind of
He looks
slimmed
old,
down.
dude.
He
But
looks
he
like he's
looks
on that
old.
Ozempic diet.
He looks like he aged like 10 years. It's weird. Like his face looks
Yeah,
so
that's
old.
what actual acting does to a man. I mean, the Smashing Machine, The Rock's acting debut.
He looks really old.
Yeah. No, he finally took that Ozempic. It's crazy. But yeah, The Rock looks cooked. He looked like he was put in an oven for fucking 3 years.
He's like pink. Like, what are we doing?
And he's doing Elon Musk's favorite pastime. Hello.
Sheesh.
But
what's really funny to me though, there was an article about the Smashing Machine, and like it showed a picture of the original, the guy he plays, Mark Kerr, and even The Rock is still bigger than Mark Kerr in the like. Like, Jesus Christ, this dude's humongous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the steroids will do that to a man.
Oh
Anyway.
my God, you're so hard.
I mean, does he though? Like he was in like.
I feel like he doesn't anymore, but he definitely is on some type of Ozempic situation right now. Like he's lost at least 20, 30 pounds since the filming of that movie. Yeah. It's kind of, I've never seen him this small. It's really weird.
He looks more unrecognizable here than he does as Mark Kerr. And Mark Kerr,
genuinely in his face looks, again, but that is what Ozempic does to you. That's Ozempic face for sure. Like he definitely looks so much older in his face. Oh well. But hey, good for you, The Rock. Yeah. I will be seeing the Smashing Machine. I've seen the trailer a number of times now. It looks really interesting. It looks really good. So I'm for it.
But yeah, I was like kind of like, okay, that looks interesting.
I liked
and then I saw the trailer. The thing is, I like Benny Safdie as a director. I think he's a great director. So I'm curious about this. I don't think he'll win because we've talked about this in the past where it's like,
I think he'll get nominated, but
it's a popularity kind of thing. I mean, he's gonna probably suck major dong to like at least get that nomination. So
no, I anticipate that he will get nominated, but it's too soon for him to win.
Yeah.
If he ever wins an Oscar, it'll.
I mean, this is his acting debut. You usually don't get you don't get a winner for an acting debut. So
What do you mean as a lead? You mean?
No, just like actual acting. Like the Rock is like actually acting in this. So, because the last like 40 movies he's done, it's just, The Rock being The Rock. So, yeah. But no, he actually acted here. Crazy.
He's fun in Jumanji.
I will say those movies are fun. Anyway, so Dwayne Johnson, speaking of, was talking about how he was talking about being typecast, which is weird because wasn't the hierarchy of the DC universe about to change with you that you wanted? So, it's just, I feel like this is very like differing opinions. Like, oh, I was typecast, guys. It's like you chose that. What's the story here, fella? because this is, as we all know, Smashing Machine, The Rock attempting to act.
So
So
again, so there's Mark Kerr, and the poor guy is still like, even The Rock losing all that weight, he's still bigger. It's like ridiculous. The Rock is huge. Just unbelievable.
yeah. So he was talking about like how Hollywood put him in this box, and he didn't want to be in this box, and he tried for years to get out of the box, and it's just kind of more ego stroking.
I mean,
from The Rock,
typecasting is a thing. So
I know.
don't
I'm
doubt
saying that it's just like
that
I don't
was
know.
what his experience initially.
With how he has treated a lot of the people in not only Hollywood but in the wrestling industry, I can't feel bad for him. I don't like he's a piece of shit, and and as well as the fact I hear nonstop from the people and friends in my life who watch wrestling about how much of like a horrible person he is in that era. So it's like, I just can't feel bad for him. This isn't just like, I just can't. Like, I just can't feel bad for him. Like this, and this is just the case of like, oh, the guy's popular. I'm not saying that. It's just like, I just believe that The Rock's, it's nice that he's getting this, but I don't know if the hierarchy of his career is going to change. We'll see. But I don't know. I just don't feel bad for him. That's all. Maybe that's just me. But we are going to be moving on to sorry. We're going to be moving on to summer stuff. Somebody mentioned this in the chat. I think Enterprising already mentioned this in the chat. Yeah, look at Mickey Rourke coming back in The Wrestler, and then he did jack all with that. So
but Mickey Rourke's also nuts.
True. But summer ending with $3.67 billion, near even with last year, thanks to Weapons Labor Day, misses $4 billion projection update. So I believe we talked about this last week or the week before. I'm not sure. I think we did talk about it last week, where it's like the projection was it was going to be even with the 2025 summer blockbuster season was going to be pretty even with last year's. And, that's pretty much the case. That a pretty anemic Labor Day, very good SAT word, that the summer box office is going to reach 3.67 in updated score figures, which is 0.2% with last summer's $3.677 billion. So, as we all know, this whole thing, in terms of the entire year, that 2025 remains ahead of the 2024 box office by plus 4%, which is pretty good. And that's, January to August. So I'm just curious, is this a good thing? Because people might think, oh, because it's even, it's still not great because it's not going up, but the overall box office over the course of the entire year has been up by 4%. Do you think that's maybe a hopeful thing, or do you think that's like, no, let's not remain hopeful? The movie studios are still kind of dying with this.
I think it's anybody's guess right now, because not only are the movie studios doing stupid things, making dumb deals, dumb decisions, but also like the movie theaters as well, as we've talked about, like their marketing, their way to try to attract audiences is just not hitting the right notes. And I don't know. I think it's just, especially here in America, like everything's on fire and people can't afford to like leave their house anymore. So it has to be a really big draw in order to get people into theaters at this point. So I really don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with that, where it's like, we will see. And, this has the very nice Superman themed kryptonite domestic revenue barely matches last year. This is more of a negative article in regards to more of an unbiased article, where it's like, the idea of survive till 25. The go-to refrain for theater owners and Hollywood executives trying to remain optimistic when the box office kept slumping last year, with revenue lagging well behind pre-pandemic lows. I get it, because it's like, I think they need to realize that yes, things are going up, but at the same time, you can't be spending $300 million per movie anymore. You just can't fucking do that anymore. You gotta they gotta figure out a way. I think you know what I think. I think that the way they can turn this around, again, this is me being actually intelligent, and God knows Hollywood executives are not.
Oh, God, no.
But a man can dream. But this is, I would say, through superhero movies, which could be seen as still the dying trend, but they still are lucrative in a certain sense. Use that to reintroduce people to the mid-range, mid-budget movie, because I think mid-budget movies, those are going to be, I feel like that's the answer. I get it. I get that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but-
it's interesting. I just had a conversation on my podcast with a friend of mine who's out in California working on production of, he does his own independent stuff, but he also works for big budget things. And the studios have taken a big gamble on AI, found out that it's not paying off, and they have shot themselves in the foot by
Yes.
firing a lot of people with the intention of just having AI replace their work, and then realizing that not only does it not do the same, but audiences don't want to see that bullshit either. So there's going to be a lot of pivoting back to practical effects, and there's going to be a big shakeup in the studios once they try to kind of realign and get back to true filmmaking form. So again, it's anybody's guess where it's going to go. They have to learn from their mistakes, but unfortunately, I have a feeling they're going to keep making them for quite some time. So you can't predict this shit anymore, because everything's up in the air.
Yeah. I think it's just like, and Quentin Tarantino was talking about this, where it's like the 90s slowly killed the idea of the affordable movie ticket, because he's like, for decades, like, movies were the blue collar, like, entertainment, where it's like, yeah, you go to movies, $5. Yeah, there you go, throw $5 at them. And even then, sometimes it was change, but it was like, throw $3 or $4, maybe $5 at, boom, you go to a ticket, you go to see a movie. And now, like with everything else, the blue collar entertainment becomes the upper class entertainment. Like theater, operas were considered like lower class, and then tickets started to get more and more expensive, and that became upper class entertainment. We must go to the theater, we must go to the opera, like it's kind of like that. And now movies are kind of becoming that. Well, the new quote unquote blue collar entertainment, the only thing you can really get is like, it's like maybe TV, but and sometimes, and like indie gaming, and that's kind of it. And even that's kind of becoming more and more expensive, especially with how the controversy with like Steam and the payment and all this other shit like that's going down, and the whole like in the UK with the Online Safety Act crap, that's slowly killing like a ton of people's like careers and shit like that. So it's all just, as Liz said, it's just becoming too expensive to do anything. And so we will say this, if buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. And I'll just leave it at that, and we will leave this conversation.
That's a very good point, John. That's a very good point.
I'm just going to leave it at that. But the next thing we're going to get into is some glorious man making a name for himself is Channing Tatum. So
he's, what, honestly, he's won me over.
Good.
He's won me over.
His name is Jeff, and he has won you over.
He's won me over. Listen, I've always liked Channing. I will support Channing. I don't think he has the look for Gambit, but he has the passion. He has the know-how. He has the wherewithal. And his father is Cajun. So like I can't be mad at him for the accent when everybody who's from that area is like, no, that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at him for it. I just don't think he's got the look for Gambit. He's not Gambit. But damn it, I appreciate you, Channing, and I appreciate that you care. So I will allow you to be my Gambit now.
Okay.
I will accept it. I will accept
on the
it and I will
cusp
move on
of
with
when
my
they
life.
will replace him with somebody younger.
Yes. As long as he looks like him, he's gonna look like him.
But but he was saying, you know, Channing Tatum has said that there was an injury, and he says Gambit is pretty much, they're gonna take away everything that made Gambit like the character in Doomsday, because this is why we can't have nice things, and the Russo brothers actively hate us.
Well, no. So Ryan Reynolds specifically told him for the majority of the role, I don't want to be able to understand you. Like, make it the heaviest Cajun accent you possibly can, really, really play it up. Whereas the Russo brothers were like, yes, and that's appropriate for a Deadpool movie, but for our film, we need to be able to understand what you're saying. It's because you're playing a bigger role, you're playing a more integral role, which I do appreciate, and I appreciate that they don't want him to be a caricature of the character. They want him to play it the way he wants to play it. So I do get it. I do understand. I agree with you, John, but I do understand.
Yeah, I get it, but
figure drawing. That's right. She called you out, John.
I did see, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I think the Channing Tatum like act in that movie worked, you know? And I think they should keep that for continuity's sake, but you know, what the fuck do I know? I just want to see things actually make sense. God knows Marvel doesn't. Anyway.
Well, again, it's going to be a multiverse situation, so he may not be the Gambit from Deadpool, you know?
That's true. I still think it's stupid. And you know what? I'm just a Russo brothers hater. I want to hate them like all the time, every time. So I'm just gonna hate them because they fucking suck and they make shitty ass fucking movies. So, you know, I'm just but there was something else that happened. We're not just talking about the dialect and the accent, but there was a thing where he did say he did have an injury on set, but it's not like being hugely reported on because they want to give him his privacy. But he did suffer an injury on set that resulted in him taking pain medication. Don't take advantage of that, Channing. Just saying. Just
real. Be careful, buddy. Be careful.
There have been others greater than you that have fallen into that.
That's right. But he says he is going to physical therapy. So he's doing the things that he needs to be doing. I also think they don't want to reveal what happened because they're concerned for like spoilers and things like that. Like they can't say like, oh, he was doing a fight scene with X, or you know what I mean? So just the least bit of information, the better all around.
He had this to say: it's not about the pain I feel in the moment. It's knowing I can't take this back. And now I know what the next 6 months of my life will be like. I just hate getting old. In my mind, I'm literally still 30 years old, 26 if I'm honest. So yeah, it's just like that's.
I feel you, bud. I feel you.
That's the just unfortunate thing we all have to do, and it's like even not for us, like as a 28 and a 41-year-old, like doing this where we're mostly not doing what he's doing, which is like fight scenes and doing all this like stuff that like some 15-year-olds can't even do. So the fact that he's doing all of this and still being able to live, because there have been people that stunt doubles mainly who have died on set because of stuff like this. So it's like it's nice that he still has his life. So that's really great. So that's small miracles. I will say small miracles because like the worst can happen. So the fact it was only just a regular injury that, yeah, he has to take medication and go physical therapy for, but even then he still has his life. So, I'm glad for that. I'm glad that, Channing is okay. Just, be careful with the pain medication because PSA pain medication, it's worse than any other drug. I'm going to say
scary stuff.
Legal. Anyway, But moving on to other scary stuff, well, fictional realm scary stuff, is Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies, the spinoff to the What If episode of the same
Look, we get
name.
Blade finally, you guys. Everybody can shut
Yeah,
up now.
not voiced by Mahershala Ali, but small victories.
Everybody can shut up now.
So Blade, well, now as Moon Knight Blade, debuts in Marvel Zombies, and in this trailer, we saw him murking Ghost like the bitch she is, and getting on a very R-rated Marvel Zombies. Now, Marvel Zombies based on this version very loosely based on the comic book story of the same name, the very not well received comic book story of the same name. So I'm very curious how they're going to handle this, if this is actually going to do well. Because, like, here's the thing: I hear so many like different, I hear so many different things in regards to any of the Marvel TV projects. Like, I heard fucking Ironheart was the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread, and then I hear other people that are like, "This is poopy, shitty, caca bullshit." So it's like, what are we doing here? Who do I believe? And so I just don't know what to really believe with these shows anymore, because like so many other people are like, this is the greatest thing ever, and then other people are like, this is shit. So it's like, who knows? And I've heard that the comic book story that this is based on is not all that great. So will I watch it? Probably not. But I just hope the people who do watch it enjoy it. And Liz, I can take a wild guess you're probably gonna watch this when it gets released.
I'm gonna watch it, but I mean, after seeing the trailer, I'm definitely, I don't know that I'm intrigued, because it just seems like a lot of the same, but they're absolutely trying to like go hard with this. It's gonna have an R rating. They're trying to like, I feel like this is like their response to Creature Commandos, almost, in a way, between the soundtrack, between the subject matter. Like, I feel like they're just pandering to try and capture some of, the James Gunn essence that he's got going on over at DC. So yeah, I'll see it. Yes, that scene with Blade looks pretty awesome, and I hope there's more of that as well. But at the end of the day, like, it's just all of our favorite characters becoming zombies, but like, but still having like all of their superhero powers. So like, I don't know. It's just it's a reach for me, but I'll see it.
Yeah. But in terms of that's looks good. If you're excited for it, cool. If you're not, then sorry. But we do have Marvel Zombies. Here are some little tidbits here and there. If you haven't seen the trailer, there you go. But here he is.
Yeah, they fucked up Ant-Man. I feel so bad, poor thing.
Boom, there we go.
Poor
Crazy. But yeah, there you go. We got Miss Marvel in there. We got Red Guardian. Oh, fancy. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, once again, this is gonna be like an all Yelena production. So okay, apparently that's
hey, you know what?
She's like becoming the new Robert Downey Jr. for them, I guess. Like, all right.
Which is not a great choice, but whatever. But then last but certainly not least, Morena Baccarin. Apparently
hilarious.
Wait,
hilarious.
What? Have more flops? Probably. But anyway, Morena Baccarin apparently hated kissing and being intimate with Deadpool and said it's like kissing a giant latex condom. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, because she said it just stunk like of rubber.
You know what?
So
this reminds me of the scene in The Naked Gun with the giant condoms, and they're like awkward trying to make it. Anybody who knows that scene knows what I'm talking about. But that's the first thing I thought of when I heard this fucking headline. They're all zombies because I'm pretty sure they share the same body. So, it's still. Yes, we know that, Dan. We figured that fucking shit out, obviously. So, it's awkward. It's weird.
Oh my God. But yes. Because I said it smells like rubber, and yeah.
And not the good kind of rubber. But yeah, thoughts?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you kind of, no. It's yeah, you can't exactly take yourself out of that situation when you're talking about, your somebody who's in heavy prosthetic makeup and all you can smell is just the rubber of the latex and everything. And yeah, so I get where she's coming from.
Yeah. Okay. Tom Cruise's scream from the Mummy trailer. Anyway, but that is it for the MCU weekly portion. Now we still have a little bit more news. And guys, it seems like we are getting the first movie to ever have microtransactions, because a Call of Duty movie is apparently in the works. So
I want to know who the cast is going to be, because they have Milo Ventimiglia right now for the actual game, the newest game that's out.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to take any of the actors that have previously been in different iterations of the game.
Well, let's hope. Let's
That'd
hope
be
it's not the
cool.
cast of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because Kevin Spacey was in that one. So, yeah. But apparently, here's the thing. I don't really know how this is going to work, because it's either going to be a generic war movie, or it's going to be like Nicki Minaj, Homelander, and Seth Rogen shooting the shit out of each other on a shipping container. So
Snoop
it's
Dogg,
like
American Dad, Beavis and Butthead, yeah.
So I have no idea how the hell this is going to work.
It's probably going to be like almost like same thing, like a dystopian war type movie. Like, I don't know, like I'm picturing like people that you would find on The Purge all of a sudden have, are in like a war-torn country. I don't know. It just,
I have no clue how they're going to do this.
But what?
I just think, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dan, what the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here.
A couple people will have golden AR-15s and
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, but this does remind us that, hey, remember guys, remember to get Battlefield 6. I'll just leave it at that. Give it to Jonathan Nolan. I don't know. I think he's just busy.
There's
there's
Milo right there.
And when a CEO is saying, as a lifelong fan of Call of Duty, yeah, this thing is gonna be fucking shit. Brace yourself, Call of Duty fans.
Full of it. That guy is full of it.
He's probably like, as a lifelong Call of Duty fan, this is truly a dream come true. Like, just like, what is it called? Call of Duty. Okay, I'm a huge Call of Duty. How do you do, fellow kids? So, oh my God, Michael Bay. Don't mention Michael Bay. You're gonna make Dan cream himself. Calm down, Frankie G. But I don't know what the fuck this is gonna be. I'm just, as you say for many movies, I'll wait for a trailer.
Right. Well, and again, I'll see it provided that it doesn't go straight to streaming, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, this is Call of Duty. It's gonna be.
It's gonna go straight to streaming. Yeah.
So
we'll see.
We will.
Yeah,
see.
but I was hopeful for the Halo show, and that was a bummer.
Nope. Yeah, and so Paramount's doing this. Yeah, this is for sure gonna fucking flop. I mean, we can all hope, but I just got no hope for this one. Yeah, but anyway.
Especially
that's it for the news portion. Now we got to get to Liz's favorite part of the show because of the Bossa Nova elevator music. The crickets. The crickets. Delicious. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. I will say I'm not proud of the Gollum impression, but I will say it's still a good one. So shut up. Anyway, so let's get into the crickets. First up is Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Sets 2-week theatrical release before Netflix rollout. So we unfortunately have to deal with more terrible Rian Johnson movies.
Oh, shut up.
Damn.
I love these movies. You shut it.
So here's the thing. I will predict, I'm gonna predict the entire movie right here, right now. I'm gonna just predict it. So I'm gonna say Benoit Blanc gets hired to solve the mystery of a dead guy. Everyone is an extremely rich asshole because rich people bad. And then Blanc teams up with the one person who isn't an asshole because they're poor. Something goes wrong. Blanc gets through it anyway. And then Blanc then figures it out, and it turns out to be the most obvious person in the film. The end. Oh, also, it has to show Rian Johnson making fun of his audience for not being as smart and amazing as him with his big boy smart brain. Boom. There we go.
To be fair.
Saved you $5.
To be fair, I figured out every single movie 50
yeah,
through
because
thing.
Rian
But
Johnson
I still love
fucking
these
sucks
movies.
as a
I don't
writer.
care. I don't care. I still love these movies. I don't care.
Anyway.
And I love the cast. I'm very excited.
Just less fucking, pseudo Elon Musk crap, and we should be okay. Anyway, next up, to actually good movies, 28 years later, The Bone Temple, first official look revealed ahead of tomorrow's trailer, so we will be getting a trailer tomorrow. Happy-go-lucky, absolutely amazing. But we did get a little bit. We got a bit of Ray Fiennes, a bit at Discount Jimmy Seville, and we got unfortunately, Big Dong Alpha is wearing loincloth, so you wanted to see that big dong flopping around once again, then sorry, he's wearing a loincloth. But there it is. We got a little bit of a sneak peek about in regards to this. So yeah, get pumped for Nia DaCosta's The Bone Temple, 20 years later Bone Temple. Thoughts?
Yeah, there sure was a lot of peni in the last one. I would expect even more this time around.
Danny Boyle loves penis.
Yeah, apparently. Hooray.
But anyway, moving on to we're on that horror train right now. Welcome to Derry, the show that is based on the show that's based on the annex, the interludes of the It book, gets premiere date at HBO Max. It's going to be October 26th. So the first episode is going to be right before Halloween. So get pumped for that. Liz, are you going to check out It, Welcome to Derry?
No, I will not.
Cool. Anyway. So next up, we are still going on that Stephen King train, horror to specifically Stephen King, but The Long Walk's Rotten Tomato score revealed us first reviews for latest Stephen King adaptation, It, and apparently it's doing quite well. But 25 verdicts have been counted as we write this, and The Long Walk sits at an impressive 92%, even though this means nothing, but hey, a lot of people are saying it's great, so it wants to lead viewers into a socially relevant cautionary tale. Too bad it takes such a nasty, depressing road trip slog to get there. But Neil Pond can suck my dick. So other reviewers praised the incredible performances, hailing it as one of the great Stephen King adaptations that easily stands shoulder to shoulder with the very best in the author's cinematic canon. Meanwhile, Games Radar Plus, The Long Walk is one of the best Stephen King adaptations ever, joining the ranks of The Green Mile, Misery, and Stand By Me. So does this get you excited, Liz, or are you going to skip this because it's not your thing?
No, I'll absolutely be seeing it. I will absolutely be seeing it. It looks interesting. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hardcore to watch, but I really want to see it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Definitely one of my top most anticipated movies of the year, and hopefully I can read it. I gave my sister the smaller version I had because she really wanted to read it, and luckily I have a second version. It is in the Bachman books. This also has later this year's adaptation of The Running Man, so hopefully I'll try to read The Running Man and The Long Walk. This also has, I think, Roadwork and Rage, which was also one of Stephen King's first books, which is now out of print. This is why I wanted this specific version. So yeah, I do own the Bachman books, but yeah, very exciting, very exciting. Then apparently Oasis just glitched the algorithm. Unruly, undigital, and fiercely communal, the Gallagher Brothers' U.S. swing is everything our techno entertainment world isn't, which is exactly why we need them. I have no idea what any of this fucking means, but Oasis was cool, and I know someone who went to this concert. So thoughts on this, Liz?
Yeah, I'm getting major FOMO. I kind of wish I had gotten the chance to see them when they were over on this coast. Just like how I feel about the Nine Inch Nails concert run right now. I'm definitely feeling like I'm missing out on these awesome shows. But hey, I'm happy for everybody that's gotten the chance to see them live. Good for them.
Okay, cool. Corporation for Public Broadcasting to receive 2025 Governor's Award for Creative Arts Emmys. I can't talk today. But after, the debacle in terms of Corporation for Public Broadcasting, they are still going to be getting a Governor's Award. So that's pretty nice to see.
Yeah.
Liz, what are your thoughts about this?
I think it's great. I think it's about damn time, quite frankly, but it's also a little too late, unfortunately. I don't know. I hope that they get the funding they need and they can keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it's nice that they're getting acknowledgement from the people in the industry.
Yeah. But now we're going back into controversial waters with Snoop Dogg. Apparently, Snoop Dogg's rep says comments addressing backlash over his criticism of LGBTQ representation are fake. The rapper previously said the same-sex couple included in the 2022 Disney movie Lightyear threw me for a loop. So he's saying he was just saying I was just caught off guard and had no answer for my grandsons, all my gay friends. So he's pulling the white people. My black friend said, they know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answers for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect. What are your thoughts on his words,
So
Liz? Do you
you've
believe
been
this,
on this
or-
planet long enough. You were on the fucking L word. You have worked with so many different people, such a broad range of folks. You're really going to tell me you don't know how to explain that two people are in love just like a mommy and daddy, but it's two mommies? Get the fuck out of here. Like you're talking to a 6-year-old, so talk to them like they're 6. Are you joking? Get out of here. You have children of your own. You don't know how to talk to a little kid? Okay. Yeah, right.
Well put, Frankie G. Anyway, so a fractured vision of the DCU
So
through the
It's
eyes
so
of
fucking
Agent Flurry's
So fucking funny.
blind. So,
So fucking I love it.
we've got
I love
the
it.
Pelican, Mockingbird, Swallow, that's actually in the porn parody, Duck Girl. Then we have Sterling, Sparrow and Pigeon, Parrots. Just great stuff. I hope they
Parrot.
keep this running gag on for.
What's the story with the parrot? You mean the eagle? How do you not know that's an eagle?
Anyway,
So
thoughts on the bird blindness thing? Did you like this gag, or did it
I
get
love it.
pulled too quick?
I love it. I love it. I'm so excited for this week. I want more Tim Meadows. I want more mischaracterizing birds. I'm for it. I'm for it all.
He's misgendering the birds. Is he going to get canceled soon? We'll see. But next up, we have Seth Rogen's surprise appearance at Venice Film Festival confirmed as research for the studio. It's so beautiful here, Rogen explained to THR after his red carpet outing at the Smashing Machine world premiere. But I have a headache just thinking of all the logistics we have to figure out to shoot. Anyway, thoughts on this, Liz?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I want to see the show. The show is on the list, but
It's only one season, so it's,
okay. Yeah, I know.
So that's good, because then you have fitting in for more other
Yeah.
one season stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a good picture of Seth Rogen, not gonna lie. Anyway, but apparently KJ Appa's Jimmy Stewart biopic casts. Okay, why are we calling it the Hacks actor? Like Christopher McDonald, the man's a fucking comedy
Screw
legend. You don't have to
McGavin.
call him the Hacks actor. Anyway,
Right.
as Lionel Barrymore, speaking of acting legend, I'm really curious how this is gonna go, because KJ Apa is playing fucking Jimmy Stewart apparently. So like, I can't imagine this will be any good, but I want to. Thank you, Dan. But you know, Christopher McDonald playing Lionel Barrymore. This is interesting. And do you think this is gonna be any good, Liz?
I mean, I'll see it. It sounds interesting. But again, for this one, I'd like to see a trailer.
Jimmy Stewart, he one of the all-time great actors. He's been in many great films. It's a Wonderful Life, Rear Window, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, The Philadelphia Story. Man has been in Legend, Harvey, my friend Harvey. Anyway,
Giant's a great movie. If you guys haven't seen Giant, check out Giant.
Is that the one with James Dean?
It sure is.
Yes. Okay.
And Elizabeth Taylor, I believe. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I'm really curious. Morbid curiosity. I don't know if it'll be any good, but we'll see.
Giant is actually also still very relevant today, too. Just throwing that out.
Interesting. But Jeffrey Wright slams backlash to him playing Commissioner Gordon in The Batman as fucking racist and stupid. It's absent of all logic. I still don't agree with race swapping characters. I think if you're only getting the actor because he's a great actor and it just so happens he's black, which is definitely the case for Jeffrey Wright in this role, then I say it's fine. But more often than not, why are you getting, you're getting Halle Bailey to play Ariel, not because she was the best for the role, but you got her because of the pigment. So, is it stupid? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but that's just my thoughts on that. But yeah, whoever said it sucked, especially after seeing the movie, it was stupid because he did a phenomenal job in the film. So yes, Rear Window is an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Yes.
It's my favorite one. Yeah.
Nice. I mean, there's just so many great ones. I'm just like, I don't know if I could pick a favorite. But anyway, thoughts on this, Liz?
Yeah, I don't give a flying fuck. If you're a good actor and you are well in the role, I don't give a shit what color you are. So I don't have a problem with it.
I don't care if you're gold, pink, red, green, as long as you do a good job. And considering he was the best Commissioner Gordon we've ever gotten, and I will fucking die on that hill.
I will agree with that.
And
also,
Dan,
the only thing I care about is the person a piece of shit or not, and he's not, at least as far as we know. So
I was just gonna say, as far as we know. We'll see. Things can
10
change.
years from now, it might be a whole.
I mean, Sir Gary Oldman, he's the better actor. Jeffrey Wright was the better Commissioner Gordon. I will stand by that. Anyway,
I agree.
Next up, speaking of British people, Harry Potter HBO series, Warwick Davis apparently is returning as Professor Flitwick. Dean Thomas, Crabbe Goyle, and more are cast. So Warwick Davis, who played the character in the original films, is like playing it again. Why? Well, apparently there's no other British little people for the role, so they got to bring him back. Thoughts on this?
Just re-release all the fucking films. I don't understand what we're doing at this point. I really don't understand what we're doing. So we're wearing the same outfits. We're using some of the same cast. The fuck's the point?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I respect Warwick. Warwick is a legend. Warwick has had a hand in everything that has ever mattered in cinematic history. But there are other little people out there that are also looking for work and would be really happy to be a part of this franchise. Mm-hmm. So why are we taking work away from them to use somebody who's
fuck it? I'll take Peter Dinklage in a fucking British accent at this point. Like,
but you know what I mean? I feel like Peter Dinklage would agree with me, actually. Like, it's silly to me. It's just silly. And that's got nothing to do with Warwick, but and
no offense to Warwick, but he's taking away from the casting of Elijah Ocean as Dean Thomas, Finn Stevens, and William Nash as Vincent Crabbe and Greg Luke Goyle. So he will be.
That's what I'm saying, Eric. Yeah.
So those guys will be playing those characters, not to take away from them, but Warwick Davis kind of took all the thunder because they can't apparently find another actor for the fucking role. So very dumb, very stupid.
Anyway.
It's
really dumb. Yeah.
Let's move on. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway being a queen. Let's talk about that, guys.
Yeah.
Fucking Anne Hathaway rocking it. Anyway,
I give her a lot of respect for this one.
And speaking of fucking people who don't fucking age, I'm sorry, are they gonna take I swear this movie is like gonna take place a year after the first one, because that's how much Anne Hathaway has fucking aged between these goddamn movies. What do? It can't be the $500 moisturizer. It's gotta be something else.
Yeah, the $5,000 like facial she probably gets once a week. Yeah, I mean, they definitely.
I'm just saying.
Listen, gang, moisturize, hydrate, get a good night's sleep, and wash your face every night before bed.
I do like a couple of those things, but not all of them.
If you
Definitely
do
don't get
all of
sleep.
them,
Anyway, but I don't think sleep is going to change this face. Genes
Sean,
are still a
not
factor.
true. Not
Anyway,
true.
but
Not
speaking
true.
of good genes, Sydney Sweeney. No, I'm just kidding. So
Oh.
Anne Hathaway. Anyway, Anne Hathaway being a queen, confronting the paparazzi on Devil Wears Prada 2, because we've talked about this in the past, they've been lambasting this movie, fucking
Yeah.
just been on it like hawks.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
and she's like, hey, assholes, in like the most like kindest way possible, because that's why we love Anne Hathaway. But she's like, hey, there's children here. Can you please not take pictures? You need
Well,
to
it's not
fucking
that she has a
relax.
problem with them taking pictures. It's that they're nuts. They're chaotic.
paparazzis have
They're
always
vying
been
for
nuts.
space. They're shoving people. They're doing what paparazzi does. They're a bunch of friggin' rodents. But she's like,
Yeah.
yo, we're gonna be calm. We're gonna be respectful because there are little children here that don't need to be traumatized by your behavior.
Yes.
And 100% respect.
And that's why we love Anne Hathaway. And I swear to God, she looks the same. She looks the fucking same.
The Princess of Genovia.
Yeah. She got those Julie Andrews genes, apparently. So, but yeah, that's it for quick hits, guys. No more quick hits. I'm gonna turn off that fucking music. There we go. Anyway. Thank you for that. But thanks for watching the news portion of the show. We are going to be getting into the DC side of things, but thank you for watching the news portion. We'll get into DC stuff very quickly. We're going to be getting into DC quick hits, so stay tuned for that. But thanks for watching this side of it all. We love and appreciate all of you. But remember, not only are we blessed at the beginning and the end, but at the beginning of DCU Daily, I fucked up the intro, but we're going to do it anyway. We're doing it live.
It's another project that's been blessed from the beginning.
There's the shot right there. That.
Okay, we don't need to see
Right there.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's get nuts. Here we go.
Victory mine. Ask me how am I doing? I'm telling you, really, I'm doing sublime. I never wait in the stewardess line. I just go do it. I'm moving my time. Really had nothing to do with it. How am I moving? I'm moving like you wanna shine. Follow my lead. Don't listen to lies. I had to put me all in the line. That's why I know that victory's mine.
I prefer Jared Leto.
Honka, honka.
Yeah, we're deleting that fucking Seth Rogen laugh. Jesus Christ. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to DCU Daily. We are here. We are here. We are queer. Get used to it.
Ooh. Yeah, girl.
But and oh no, Snoop Dogg stopped watching, guys. Oh no. Anyway, I'm John.
How do I explain this to my kids?
Damn it, Dad, stop. Anyway, DC news. We're gonna do a lot of DC stuff, mainly Clayface, but we have a whole bunch of stuff, and so let's get into the quick side of things. Lizz, pop back on camera so I can introduce you. Anyway, Lizz, there she is. There's that beautiful face we all watched the show for.
Oh, snackaroo. Hi, gang. Hey, everybody.
I like your purse, by the way.
Thanks.
It's very
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
But yes, there we go. There we are. Let's do this thing. I don't know if we have special DC quick hit music. Dan, didn't you say we had special DC quick hit music now or something?
I got special something going on.
Yeah, a lot of special people in the chat. But anyway, first things first. But anyway, so let's get through this quickly and quietly. Anyway, thank you, Dan. I wasn't sure where it was. But we have DC quick hits now because we got a lot of stuff that we didn't do yesterday, so we got to do it now. But anyway, James Gunn is celebrating one of my favorite characters.
We should have like punk rocker or something. Oh no, we can't. We'll get demonetized.
No, then we'll get we'll search for a copyright free version of it. That or 5 years time, one of the two. But anyway, today we celebrate one of my favorite characters portrayed by one of my favorite people. It's the anniversary of Peacemaker. Watch new episodes every Thursday. 2 days. We're going to be doing that review, guys. So here we have your boy James, the Silver Fox. He is next to the always hunky John Cena.
What a delightful gentleman.
And at least one person is respecting the John name, and it's not me. But, anyway, we still love you, the both of you. Even though I don't love Peacemaker as much as everyone else does. I will say I am liking season 2 very well so far. So, yeah.
Tim Meadows is holding it down.
Anyway, gotta delete that. Anyway, so apparently John Cena did post something on Instagram, just a picture of Superman, and it was liked by James Gunn. Is this anything, Liz?
Wasn't there a question that went with it?
No, it was just like Superman and Peacemaker.
And that's why he
question mark. That was it.
Yeah.
So, do you think Superman is in it, or do you think a multiversal variant is in it? Because remember, guys, if you remember our theory in regards to what the perfect Earth is, there is a Nazi version of Superman. So,
yo, you know what? I'm still down for your theory, John. I really am.
The character of Overman. So
I'm down for your theory, and this just confirms your theory, dude. I'm all in.
I'm just saying, it's just an interesting thing.
I'm all in on this. I'm all in. Pretty soon, this background is gonna be me with like random pictures and red string and thumbtacks. That's what you're gonna see behind
Sylvia,
me.
This whole box is full of Pepe.
These dots are connecting, my friends. Is all I'm saying. I'm for this.
Just it's just very interesting. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Apparently James Gunn dropped the Argus acronym, whatever the fuck, and apparently it's very stupid. Advanced Research Group of the United States instead of Uniting Superhumans.
When I first read this, I thought this was genuinely a new division in our government, because we do be naming stuff dumb like this.
I will not show figure drawing. Fuck you. Anyway. But, yeah, seems kind of dumb. But before we move on to the next thing, I have to close out of private chats, so you guys don't see my private chats. So, Liz, why don't you show people some of your selfies?
Okay. You'll recognize this lovely lady. She's on Ghosts right now. She was in iZombie. Her name is Rose. She is delightful.
Rose McIver is great. I love Rose McIver. She's also in Ghosts. This gentleman,
Grant, also a lovely man. I can't for the life of me remember the latest thing he's been in right now. Wasn't he in one of the Trons? He was in one of the Trons. But anyway.
Garrett Hedlund. Yeah, he was in one of the. He was in last.
Garrett, not Grant. Garrett. Sorry, gang.
Yes. Anyway.
We all know no one loved this lovely lady. The beautiful Barbara Eden.
Show that photo, Liz.
What?
That one. Our favorite Superman.
Oh. It's in the pile. Hold on, I'll get to it. But anyway, Barbara Eden, she goes, do you want me to go like this? And I was like, no. And I'm like, do you want to go like this? And she's like, no. I was like, yeah, you poor thing. She's been doing that for 60 fucking years. Hold on, I'm getting to it.
She's a Charlie's Angel, right?
Barbara, this is I Dream of Jeannie, homie. Come on now.
I thought she was doing something else.
I Dream of Jeannie. Oh,
I don't remember fucking actors' names from 60s television. Get out of my face.
Right there. Jurassic Park. Newman, anybody? Newman? Wayne Knight, lovely man that he is. Some folks know this gentleman. I can't get it for the life of me. What is it? Royal Pains. So if you've seen Royal Pains.
No, I don't know that.
He's been in that. I feel bad because there are some people in here who I genuinely forget their name for. But Christina Ricci, very relevant right now since Wednesday season 2 is out.
Oh, Dan coming in with his opinion.
her son took this photo. Whose opinion?
Dan's.
Oh, you love Christina Ricci?
No, he says Royal Pains is boring.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Christina Ricci, her son took this photo. He was so cute. He was like, he was helping everybody take their selfies. Very
Anyway.
kind. Anyway, you ready to go?
Yes. Sorry. I just don't want
That's
people
fine.
seeing my private
That was-
chat.
That was 2% of the pile, so we've got plenty left.
Yes.
For when you need it.
But anyway, James Gunn on if Barbara Gordon will be Oracle
really
or
is enterprising.
Batgirl in the DCU. Will Barbara be Oracle or Batgirl? And James Gunn is like, being the vague man he is, like, either way, she's Ginger Cool.
Ginger Cool.
But that does prove the fact that she is going to be a redhead no matter what. So thanks for that, James Gunn. Oh, yeah. Fucking love Christina Ricci. Show your chats. No, I'm not showing my goddamn chats. Because then I'm doxing people. I'm doxing people that are my friends, and I'm not doing that for... I've already doxed myself. I'm not doxing the fucking people I care about. So, you know. Okay, I know I Dream of Jeannie. I just didn't fucking remember the actress. God fucking damn. I'm not old like all of you people. Jesus. Anyway. I'm fucking... Okay, boomer. Jesus fucking
Shots
Christ.
Fired.
Oh, I'm old. Aren't I so amazing? Weird flex, but okay. Next thing up is Zach Krieger clearing the air about the henchman script. So he's like, hey, surprise, surprise. People are blowing things out of proportion online, Jeff. But he's saying this is getting blown out of proportion. It's not a Joker and Harley Quinn script. Thank God. I've not talked to James Gunn about it. I have 2 other films in front of me. People have written a lot about it online, and not much of it is true. Thank you, Zach Krieger, for clearing this up. It would have been nice to see this because it's definitely sounds like a great script. Zach Krieger, after 2 A+ movies, would love to see a DC movie for him, not just one that does not feature Harley Quinn, please. But what are your thoughts on this, Liz?
I know nothing about any of this, so I mean, I'm looking forward to learning when stuff happens, if it happens. So cool.
But yeah, thank you, because the whole thing with Zach Krieger was that he admitted that he wrote a DC script called Henchman, and all he said was like it would be about this henchman who believed he killed Batman, kind of like based on that Batman the Animated Series episode, The Man Who Killed Batman. And he said that Joker and Harley Quinn were in it, but then everyone blew out of proportion, like, oh, he met with James Gunn, this is going to be the next thing, and Joker and Harley Quinn are major characters, da, 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 da. So people blew it out of proportion, and Zach Krieger was like, hey, none of that's true, y'all can come. So that's what Zach Krieger is doing, and we love Zach Krieger, because we stand Zach Krieger in this house. Anyway, moving on to the next, speaking of Harley Quinn, but Samara Weaving mentioned in this little interview that I don't know what the future of this character is, but I think joked. Dan thinks she's serious that she said Emma Mackey did a great job in the role as Harley Quinn. As we all know, that is not true. Margot Robbie played the character, but there is an ongoing running gag on the internet that Emma Mackey, Samara Weaving, and Margot Robbie all look the same. So I don't know. Yeah. I think she's kidding, but what are your thoughts on this, Liz?
I mean, I like Samara, so I wouldn't mind it. I do agree that she looks a lot like Margot Robbie.
Better looking Margot Robbie. Better actor Margot Robbie.
Well, again, it's all subjective. But yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I don't know that I would want to see Margot in the role anymore. Like, I think
Jamie King. That was the other one, Tony. Thank you for that.
Oh, yes, Jamie King. Yes, absolutely.
That was the other one. Like, there's another one.
Fingers crossed I meet her this year. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind Jamie either. I think it'd be nice to see Jamie in some big stuff lately. So yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It'd be cool if it was her.
Yeah.
I think we should have all new actors. I don't know what the hell the Harry Potter's doing over there, but I think as far as the new DC is concerned, I think we should have all new actors. So I don't have a problem with it.
Well, except John Cena, right? And Amanda Waller. And Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay,
and
the
John
majority of the actors.
And Jennifer Holland.
God damn it. You know what I'm saying. And Alan Tudyk, because
Samara has stick legs, though. Yeah, and Margot Robbie has no ass and no tits. Yeah, people keep pretending that she does. So, like, fucking calm down. Still, like, Jesus Christ. Oh, she has no... Yeah, okay, at least she has tits and an ass, unlike Margot Robbie. So, whatever. Anyway, so How to Train Your Dragon. Actor Mason Thames said he wants to join James Gunn new DCU as the Flash or Robin between Tim or Dick. So I would love to see Mason Thames in either role. Now he hasn't done
more
a lot
Robin vibes for me.
More Robin vibes. I can't buy him as Wally West, but I also would love to see him as Roy Harper. I think he'd be a really good Roy Harper, who is, by the way, Speedy, aka Green Arrow's sidekick. AKA Arsenal, aka Red Arrow, who's gone by many names. But I think he would do that really well. But I think he's better, I think he would be better as Robin. I just don't buy like the more carefree attitude of the Flash. But I haven't seen everything from him, so I don't know. But from what I've seen of him, he's done more serious stuff, which
I don't see him being like goofy or fulfilling that role as the Flash. I definitely can see him more.
Could he do it? He's a really good actor. So
he's a great actor for sure.
It's kind of the thing of like, prove me wrong. If you think you could do it, then fucking prove me wrong. That's what I always say. If I don't agree with a casting decision, I'm like, prove me wrong. Fucking be like, this John guy, fuck this guy. I'm gonna be the best fucking Flash I could be, and bam, just boom, awesome, great. I would love to see it. I think he would be a great addition as any character, and whatever it is, I wish the best to him, because when I saw him, when I fucking watched Black Phone with him, I'm super excited for Black Phone 2 later this year.
Yeah,
but I was fucking gobsmacked with how fucking good he was in that movie. From the bits I saw of How to Train Your Dragon, he seemed good there. And then, I agree with that, Tony. It depends on the age of the characters, how they're going to do it. I think Tim would make more sense, because I think Dick is going to be Nightwing at this point. So I think he's not quite old enough for that, but I think Tim Drake would definitely fit. Anyway, does Flash? Well, it depends on the version. Usually, Wally West is a little bit more goofy than Barry Allen, so we'll see. That is true. We are going to be doing Wally West Flash on Friday this week. So, anyway, moving on to the next thing that we got a little bit here. We got a little bit for Lanterns. Nope, that's Millie Alcock. But we got a little tidbit. Dan, do we have like a fucking better picture for this?
Nope.
We do not. So you can kind of see, if you have like a fucking microscope, of Kelly MacDonald as her character, and then Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart, filming like it seems like an interrogation scene or like something in a police station. So yeah, there we go. There it is. Okay. It's in haunts. So we got to see this blurry ass image. All right, there we go.
Hey, it's Aaron Pierre. Woo.
There he is, like Aaron Pierre as a blob. But there he is, and Kelly MacDonald in her role. So, yes. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this list?
Cool, man.
Cool. Anyway, but apparently, speaking of another Garrett, Lanterns actor Garrett Dillahunt appears to confirm some major villain theories, possible spoilers. But Garrett Dillahunt is saying that he may have just confirmed he's playing the Black Hand. Major, like that was kind of like a theory for a while. He was saying, he joined the DCU theories. The trades reported that he'd be playing a villain as William Macon. As we all know, that the original comic book character is named William Hand, who's described as a self-righteous, conspiracy-minded man who masks his ruthless ambition behind a charming and calculated facade. There's been speculation that Macon might ultimately be unveiled as an established DC Comics baddie, and assuming Dillahunt isn't just having a bit of fun here, it looks like he'll actually be playing the Black Hand. So the alum might have confirmed that Paul Ben Victor's Anton, an extraterrestrial devoted to exposing truth and exacting vengeance against those who wronged him, consumed by a deep and unrelenting hatred for the law, he is determined to deliver justice on his own terms, is actually playing Atrocitus. It's worth noting that Dillahunt did previously post a Green Arrow image on his Instagram before clarifying that he was just sharing an old Halloween photo a few hours later, so he wouldn't put too much stock on the tease just yet. What are your thoughts on this, Liz? Do you think that Garrett Dillahunt may have just confirmed that he is playing the Black Hand? Obviously, this is Instagram. I thought it was going to go to... I guess he deleted it because it just went to his Instagram.
Maybe. I really don't know much about that role or the actor, so cool if he does.
Cool. I agree. Anyway, apparently DCU Supergirl film... wait, is this... hang on. No, this is still in... Is this DC Quick? No, it's not DC Quick Hits. Anyway, we're going to go into that later. Anyway, no more Quick Hits for DC. Boom. There we go. Done with Quick Hits. Now we're going to go back to DC News. Anyway. Thanks, Dan. We fucking really appreciate that. Anyway, let's get into this. We are going to be talking about Supergirl. Somebody talked about this earlier on in the chat, but yes, we were talking about it, that apparently DCU Supergirl film has reportedly been moved up to May 29th, 2026, according to a new schedule update. But apparently, some random DC film has now been scheduled with an updated date of May 29th. Yes, May 29th. I thought I said May 26th. May 29th, 2026. Thoughts? I'm just curious to know your thoughts.
Um,
Do you think it's true? I'm also asking you because I want to.
Yeah, I think it is true. A lot of studios are switching things around right now and moving a lot of release dates, which is a shame. But it wouldn't surprise me if this is what happens. That's show business, gang. Sometimes things get moved around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. God, I have so many wires on my desk. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. You're going to be moving this film, and it's going to be dangerously close to another heavy hitter franchise, considering that the Friday before is when Mandalorian and Grogu is supposed to come out. So I feel like this is going to be repeating itself with like Jurassic World Rebirth and Superman with Mandalorian and Grogu and this, where it's like, it seems like it's going to be making way more money. So, and on top of the fact, you have all this. I don't know. Do you think now, with all of this information, you got Toy Story coming out the week before in June, you got Minions 3 July 1st, and then you have the Moana remake in July a couple days later. So it's, yes, it could be being released, and you have, Mortal Kombat the week before, although that is Warner Brothers. So, it's a new line. So obviously we'll see. It's just like, obviously, Toy Story 5 is probably the bigger hit because Mandalorian Grogu, it's had a troubled production. It's the first Star Wars movie to come out on the big screen in like 7 years, actually. So it maybe isn't so, maybe like that Star Wars movie. And I feel like they're putting way more money on Star Wars Starfighter because that has a A-list cast.
Yeah.
And A-list director, all that stuff. So it seems like they're putting more time and effort on that, while Mandalorian and Grogu just seems like a TV movie being put on the big screen. So I don't know. Maybe it is good that it's just like kind of the Star Wars movie that nobody really cares about and everyone's kind of forgetting about. So I don't know. It's just...
I mean, Superman was released amongst a whole bunch of big blockbusters that same month. So I don't think it makes a difference either way, really. But again, studios are going to studio, and they're going to do what they think is best, and is the best bet, the best payoff. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that is true if it stays in June.
Sorry, I
but
just wanted
also-
to add my 2 cents. I'm
Okay,
not
sure.
on camera. I'm not feeling well, that's why. But no, I think this is not confirmed. So
Yeah, it's obviously this is rumor mill, but if it is the case, yes.
It's not officially addressed. But to be honest, I think it's got a better shot considering that I think Mandalorian and the Grogu movie are not as big a competition as Toy Story 5, Minions 3, and Moana. It's a live action Moana, so I think it works better. Definitely a better fit on the schedule because it will have more time to make that money before those bigger movies come in potentially. So I don't mind it. I mean, it's also kicks off the summer season basically at this point. So
yeah, that is true. It's just I don't know. I feel like no matter what, it's a minefield. Like no matter what, it loses. So
I mean, Supergirl is going to make money. I mean, Liz, what do you think? Because like Superman I think Supergirl now will stand a chance of making more money because of Superman doing as well as it did. Granted,
No,
it
I
didn't
would
make a
agree
billion.
with that. Yeah, yeah.
Because
I agree with that for sure.
I feel like if Supergirl came out before Superman and did not have an introduction in Superman, maybe Supergirl would do 300, 400. Yep. I feel like now it can make 500, so or more.
Sure,
so.
Especially again, if it's good, if it's well received, that will only drive more people to see it as it while it's still in theaters. So yeah, I think so too. I think that definitely helps.
So it says right here. Oh, that's 2017. Whoops, a daisies. Jesus.
2027. Yeah, it's 2026.
I went way too far. I apologize for that.
Too far.
So May
right there.
You have this is where it is right here, and obviously Mandalorian and Grogu, Mortal Kombat 2, The Devil Wears Prada 2, which isn't as big, but still enough to say. And then, like a week later, has Master of the Universe. Nobody gives a fuck. Scary Movie 6. Nobody cares. Then you do have a Steven Spielberg movie, which is something.
It's a UFO movie. It's about it's his UFO film. Yeah. But I think if they do move it to May 29th, it's sandwiched between Masters of the Universe and Mandalorian and Grogu, which if this is an edgier movie, then I think it's the other two movies are going to aim for more of a younger audience. So I think Supergirl could work well as sort of like, coming in the middle of those rather than I think Minions 3 is much bigger competition. Like look, it's a 4-quadrant family movie. So Minions 3 will wipe the floor with whatever gets in its way. So I think it's better to not let that be its second weekend because there's a chance if Supergirl is good enough, it could outperform Masters of the Universe in its opening weekend. I mean,
I think it will because Masters of the Universe is probably going to be dog shit. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, Spielberg and UFOs. It's also not the 80s, so I don't know if it's going to make a ton of money, but it's that's Scary Movie 6 is probably more the counter programming that weekend. Well, Thunderbolts is not bad box office. I think it can do more. 500 million Supergirl. Toy Story 5 is competition. Don't kid yourself. Toy Story 5 will make money. Didn't
Toy Story 4 make like $1 billion or something?
Yeah. I mean, you look at the highest grossing movies of the last few years, most of them are animated. Like there's more $1 billion animated movies the last 2 to 3 years than there have been live action, even superhero movies. Like Super Mario Bros. Made $1 billion. Inside Out 2 became the highest grossing animated movie of all time. This year, Lilo and Stitch featuring an animated Stitch and a lot of other animated characters. So don't undersell those franchises. And the Despicable Me movies are the ones like Jurassic World that trickle their way almost to 800 million without you noticing because everybody around the world goes to see them. So I think they have wide appeal, which is why Supergirl, if they move it out of the way, it stands to do better in May than it would do in June because it's just starting to get packed. But it's not confirmed. Officially still listed June 26th. So if it does move, it would move back by roughly a month. So
right,
we'll see. I don't know if I believe it yet, but yeah, it's the rumors are rampant. James Gunn has not addressed it. So if that's the barometer, then yeah, it's not confirmed.
Clayface still coming out September 11th, and Coyote versus Acme. Woohoo!
A James Gunn written movie.
Well, he wrote the story, not the script, but yes,
we shall see. Good place to. Yeah, you let us know in the chat or in the comments. What do you think?
Right.
But good idea, bad idea. Supergirl in May or June?
We'll see. We'll see. I think personally, it can go either way. I think it's going to have competition either way, if it's in June or not, in June or May. So obviously we'll have to see and all that. So, maybe it's a little bit better because maybe the Star Wars thing is maybe not as high as we think. And, also, hello, Monique. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
John, what are your thoughts on my comment about Labor Day weekend? What did you say? Damn it. Sorry. I'm not sure if this
If you go
could
back to the
work.
schedule for a second, because if I don't know what's
Sure.
releasing on Labor Day.
Of next year? Yep. Nothing yet.
Was Labor Day weekend not the Clayface weekend? Is that not it? Because isn't it, or is it?
It would be the week before.
The week before. Okay.
Yeah, it would be the 4th or the 31st. Yeah, it would be the 31st of August. So Coyote versus Acme then. Or
Isn't
would it
it
be
the first week? It's the first weekend of September.
So
No?
would it be the
First-
so would it be the 6th or the 7th and 8th?
Let's
Hold
find
on.
out. September 2026, Labor Day. I mean,
It's September
okay, so-
7th, 2026. Boom, there we go. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So it would be the 4th. The 4th. So there is no movie, big movie. Yeah, I mean, it could do.
Not
But
yet.
then again, but if they move Supergirl to September 4th, then Clayface comes out the week after. So it completely sort of gets in the way of itself in terms of like DC counter programming DC. They wouldn't want to do that. So
Right.
I just don't think it's feasible. Yeah, but also I get Eric has these concerns about nobody's gonna watch a movie on 9/11. I mean, there's a Disney wide release supposedly coming out, which they have not put a name to yet, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna affect it as
Also,
much.
plenty of films have come out on 9/11. It doesn't make a
Yeah.
goddamn difference to Hollywood.
It really doesn't. I mean, I don't think it's not one of those days where you're like, sitting at home not doing anything. It's also been what, like 24 years. It would have been 20. Well, it will be the 25th anniversary. So if there's
Yeah.
anything significant in that regard, I mean,
When you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Anyway.
Yeah. Iraq and Iran. Anyway. Practical Magic 2. That's a good one.
Brand New Day is 31st, and then Tom Holland Reckon It with July 17th and 31st.
Yeah.
The Odyssey's coming out on the 17th.
That's good.
We're gonna
Getting
have
2 weeks
Holland-a-thon, guys.
Yeah.
Good for you,
July's-
Tommy.
Yeah.
Did you see his new Lego ad? Honestly, I liked it. I thought it was funny. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I thought it was funny.
No, Lego ad. No.
Yeah, they did a Lego commercial, and it had Tom Holland in like copious amounts of makeup, and it was honestly really funny.
Nice.
Anyway,
yeah.
let's move on to the next thing. We got Clayface shit to talk about, so let's get the graphic up. Got
Hey, we
Tom
got
Reese
photos.
Harry's,
Set
got
photos.
all the things. So we'll go through
Literally.
them on the Facebook, and then we'll go through them. We have our own little thing right here. Okay, we have 25 there. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. So filming
They're
for
filming.
Clayface is underway at Gotham General Hospital.
This is in Liverpool, by the way.
By the way, this is in Liverpool. So we have GBC, Gotham Broadcasting Channel News, and then Gotham News. In addition to, you can't really see him here. You can kind of see him, but not like right there, I think. But I think there's other.
Oh, we
better...
have closer up looks.
Yeah, no, we do. But this is like all the general stuff for right now. But it shows the police cars and the entrance and all that stuff. And then in addition, this is all the other stuff. So we're going to get into this newspaper later, but I'm just showing you general stuff right now. We have close-ups on the vans and then all that. We see a bit of an alleyway here. So
The the general consensus seems to be there's a very anti-police sentiment in Gotham based on all these,
Yes.
posters and graffiti on the walls. Like, people are not a fan of the Gotham City Police Department.
Which is fair.
Yeah. But to explain the why the UK is cheaper than the US to shoot in, the tax incentives right now are really lucrative. And so, as you know, Marvel has pretty much moved all their production to the UK, and DC is also doing roughly the same thing. Not exactly. I mean, DC still shoots in the US, but they're also expanding their footprint at Leavesden Studios, which is where Warner Brothers is shooting the Harry Potter series, adding a bunch of new sound stages, and James going to set a lot of DC Studio stuff is going to set up camp there in the future.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is shooting in Budapest too.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's not cheaper in the sense that they're getting more tax credits and more incentives, which, I mean, they're trying to combat that in the US, and they'll still be filming. Like, Marvel films a bunch of stuff for Daredevil season 2, and then just the Punisher special in New York. So they're still filming in the US, and Atlanta will still be a hub, but there's more. And then also Liverpool and now Glasgow seem to be great fit stand-ins for Gotham City and New York, which is, they have that Gothic architecture as is in the worst. So
yeah,
that's
obviously this is where the Batman was filmed, and a lot of
that
people are
graveyard
like,
scene.
Oh my god, it's going to take place in the same universe. It's like, bro, it's not. Just calm down.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. Yeah.
Yes. But I will say this. I love this picture right here because it just goes to show that they are commemorating the Snyderverse by having a nice Easter egg to it right here.
Wow.
Har har har.
Anyway, but thank you. But yeah, we got more Gotham police cars and another Snyderverse pick.
Reasons.
But we got some more stuff in regards to that. And then here we have Tom Reese Harry's in what looks like some kind of like facial mask, whether it's a mask to hide the scars or it's like an in-universe thing where he's like hiding himself because he's ugly now. So, but yeah, that's what he seems to be looking like. It looks like they were filming here. That guy looks like Casey Affleck, but I don't know if that's just me. But
was that an Eminem reference? Anyway, sorry.
The real Matt Hagen, please stand up. So, there Tom Reese Harry's is, and then we have, more, and then there's Eddie Marson, who is also going to be in the film. But yes, very nice. And then here we have some video footage of Clayface right here.
And it looks like this is the scene where clearly Clayface is coming out of the hospital, and there's some kind of, obviously the press needs to be there, and this is similar to like that whole funeral sequence. Remember when they were filming that in Liverpool back in the Batman? Obviously different circumstances, but yeah.
Also, thank you DC Prime TV. These are all from them, so
and
very
there are
much
a few
thank
other
you for that.
places. Yeah,
a few other places, but they are the main ones. So thank you. Well, I just want to commemorate, like give credit where credit is due. But they also apparently during this image, which obviously you guys can't hear it, but the reporters shout Matt as he arrives at Gotham Courthouse. So, which it's been kind of rumbling and tumbling whether he is Matt Hagen, because I don't think it was ever like confirmed. But yeah, it seems like if we're basing it off of that it is going to be the Matt Hagen Clayface, and they are essentially adapting the Batman the Animated Series episode instead of adapting the comic Matt Hagen. So, Also, hello, Dan. Nice to see your face, even though it's not your face.
I figured since I'm here, it might as well. Anyway.
Yeah. But thoughts? I don't know. And if anybody has thoughts or begone thoughts, I don't know.
No, this is great in the sense that I think obviously establishes that the DCU Gotham City has similar architecture to what they've been going for in the Batman. However, it's not the same Gotham City, but it's not. I mean, the Flash shot some of their stuff in Glasgow and Liverpool too, I remember. So this is definitely by far not the first, second, third, or fourth, or even fifth time that they've done this. It
won't be the last.
Yeah, because it's better than like doing it on a set like that's in a backlot of a studio where you build out the ground level stuff and then you extend everything and with CGI set extensions like they did for the Fantastic Four, because that kind of 60s architecture doesn't exist as much anymore. But with Batman and Gotham City stuff, clearly you've got it in Liverpool. They're giving you the incentives. So production like wise it makes sense. And also to Eric, who's like, why does this thing even exist? They're making this for like $40 million. If this thing makes money, we have talked about how superhero movies need to live within their means.
Even if it makes only $100 million,
you know, like it's it can be profitable.
Budget, like, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't need to make even 200 million to be profitable, even if they put like as much money into marketing as they do making it. So, yeah, I think this look, it's a risk because it could come out and make less than 100 million, and then people will be like, it sort of didn't even break even. But I mean, we're not there yet, so I think this is a good idea. And these early, I mean, these signs are promising. I mean, Liz, you look at the portrayal. This isn't. It doesn't look like they're going for a CGI tracking suit for Clayface. So I don't. It feels more grounded, like what what's his name, Mike Flanagan said. Like he's going for something more grounded. So
yeah.
Oh, it's a good question, Citrine. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this?
I assume it's like
place?
Kind of like a main like timeline. So I assume it's gonna be like. Obviously, we'll have to wait for James Gunn's word, but I feel like considering it's the origin story for Clayface, it could take place. Like this could be, the whole thing with like this version of like we did see, a version of Clayface, but the thing is there's like 8 Clayfaces in the comics. So that could have been the Basil Karlo version. That could have been the Preston Payne version. That could have been any other version. That could have been the Clay Payne version. Like it could have been anybody. And, that's like, that was that version. And now this is this version. So, we're going to have another Clayface, or maybe it's a setup for that Clayface. And this is going to be a prequel. Who knows? But I'm good for any, as long as it's a great movie. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and regardless of where it fits in the timeline, I think it doesn't matter so much. I think they clearly are trying to make this. This is
not an Elseworld story. James Gunn confirmed this is going to take place in the DCU. This is the first time we will see the DCU Gotham City. So,
yeah. I mean, John, there's Easter eggs to get into. I mean, Liz, what's the most exciting thing about any of this so far for you?
I know nothing about Clayface. I don't know the story behind the character. I know like what the character is capable of for the most part. So that's about it. So I'm looking forward to learning more about it and seeing this production. And obviously I'd like to see a trailer as soon as humanly possible. So, we'll see. I'm just learning at this point.
Yeah,
that is true.
All right, let's keep on. The Easter eggs are going to be interesting to talk about. I think that's.
But we have more. There's reporters on the set of Clayface. Like this is just them getting filmed. Those snake boots, goddamn. But we have Eddie Marsan as well, and it's some bald guy.
This is very much reminding me of the funeral stuff from the Batman. Like they were going in and out of a funeral, but this looks very similar. So yeah, they will be releasing Clayface in September of next year, and you can also see the directors. Right, that's James Watkins in the blue shirt, right? That's in the hat.
Yep,
that's him right there. So, I mean, I don't. Well, this is they're shooting this handheld. Interesting stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
Hell yeah.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. I think this here though is probably really interesting. Before we get into that though, John, let's take a quick whip through the photos that we have here.
So we just wanted to, you have I love how you have a Gotham Docks, but then you have a set of the crew of wearing the Nevada hat. But I don't know. I just found that to be
They're clearly
funny.
going to paint out the British flag.
So, then we have James Watkins and Tom Rhys-Harries on the set, and James Watkins again with the crew. This is another, $1.50. That's crazy. But we have the Gotham Times, something along the lines of Red-Handed in terms of Jimmy McCoy. that is actually a character in the comics. Yeah, love Eddie Marsan. He's really good. He's a character actor, so small, but he still is really, really great. Then we have more. We have I think that's a Gotham City police officer. But yes, indeed. And then
I mean, the badge is clearly different from the Matt Reeves Batman. That's the biggest thing here. This is not the same. Even though they're dressed kind of the same overall, but the badge is different, which distinguishes that this is not the same universe.
But again, if it takes place, then they can CGI it or something. But I don't think they'll do that. I remember seeing someone be like, "I think it's CGI." I don't think that's gonna be the case. So I just like to say that. The next thing, more police officers.
Yeah. By the way, the question
we've answered. You know what, Dan? You can answer that one.
Yeah. Quick answer to your question. Matt Reeves is basically in charge of all things Batman, regardless of whether they're part of his continuity or the DC continuity. So he's the producer on that animated Batman show that's on Amazon Prime. He's a producer on pretty much everything Batman related in the DCU as well as in his Beck's universe. So it's more so because Matt Reeves is sort of like one of the right-hand men of James Gunn at this point. It's not because it's part of his universe. He's still doing the two things separately. But yeah,
because he's also doing Batman Caped Crusader, which is the animated show.
Yes, exactly.
So there's that as well.
Matt Reeves is in charge of everything Batman.
Yeah. Well, Eric, we just explained it to you. What? James Gunn literally said Matt Reeves is producing everything Batman.
Yes,
he's the Batman guy.
Yes.
Yeah, they both said
he's the Batman guy.
It's 100% guaranteed.
I mean, there hasn't been a press release, but I mean, at this point, if we were waiting for a press release from James Gunn about every little thing he answers on Threads, then we'd be waiting for a long time. So,
yeah, I think so. I mean, I didn't love the Batman as much as everyone else did, but it's still a good movie, and he has a very unique vision for it, so I respect that. But we have more. Gotham Postal Service, if you cared about that. We got, the city of Gotham PD, RIP that show, that never happened. Hey,
maybe they'll bring it back.
I agree, Frankie. The animated series was dog shit. Me and Bridget
we're talking again
the series way back when. So when that premiered, so you could go digging in the archives for that one. What?
I think he will be. He does have a producer. What? Thank you for drawing for trolling, John. But yes, Patrick, he will be. Matt Reeves will likely.
What do you mean black and white photo director? Well, first off, photo director is not a thing, but what? What are you talking about? What? I'm so confused right now. It's Batman Caped Crusader.
Yes, not the animated show, the new one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. Exactly. DC will have the same. Yeah.
Speaking of cheap plug, right after this, Tier List Tuesday, MCU Phase 1 movies. Stick around.
But yes, help keep Gotham safe.
Again, the theme is people are not a fan of Gotham City Police Department at all. Anyway,
so then we got this thing. I don't know what this is, but Jitters. We do have Jitters. It was name dropped in Superman. Okay, gotcha. But what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
I think he's mentioning that all the older directors that were passed.
I don't, because the thing is, figure drawing. I don't know if you're making fun of me. I don't even know if you like me at this point. So I just don't even know. So I just assume everything is hatred and anti-John stuff. So that's just what I always assume from you, which is okay. You're free to have your opinion. You're not going to be the first person to dislike me. You're not going to be the last. So
I still love you, John.
Thanks, Liz. I appreciate it. But Jitters, this was when the kaiju scene was attacking, when he was 7 feet tall, he was attacking a Jitters coffee in Superman. So then, I like their brand Jitters and Big Belly Burger and Chacos. I love seeing all the.
And again, confirmation, this is not the Beck's universe.
Wait, Liz is here? Yes, Liz is not on camera right now. She's camera shy right now, but she's.
Oh, hi,
she's
Jalen. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, I have been here. Sorry.
I think because she's eating right now.
I'm having a snacky snack.
It's okay. Well, you're already a snack, but anyway, that's besides.
John.
Sorry, I had to. Sorry, easy joke. I apologize.
Oh my
Shut
God.
up, Dan.
Dan, you're the worst.
I was trying to.
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. Also, Ron. I'm gonna say hello to Ron in the chat. Hello. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Hey, you know what? Shoot my shot. Whatever. Anyway, now we see more stand up to again, going to what you were saying, Dan, stand up to Gotham Police about the GCPD, all that stuff. So feeding into what the vibe is. Then we have Eddie Marsan and Tom Rees-Harris in the same exact outfit. So that's interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're like a club or what, but it's very interesting. I don't know if you have anything to say, Dan, but
no, that's actually, I didn't notice that they were wearing literally the same hoodie, but maybe that's
the same hoodie and the same shirt. They're wearing the same black and white shirt because you can see
that is
in the second image. See, he's wearing that black and white, the black shirt with the white collar and sleeves. And then if we go back to that one, you can kind of see it, but like it's the same exact thing. Thanks.
John's doing some real sleuthing tonight.
Anyway, oh, that's a good theory. He turned into him as Clayface.
That tracks.
That's a theory.
Yeah, I guess it also affects your hairline. That's interesting. Okay.
No, yeah, he can like shapeshift into anything. The only thing he can't do is clothing. That's the only thing he can't do. Martian Manhunter can. He can make fake clothing, but he can do hair follicles and all that stuff. Everything that is bodily accurate, but nothing that's like dead matter. Kind of like the I was gonna mention something, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, but yeah.
Yep. We're gonna keep on rolling.
Ignorance is bliss. We have the more Jimmy the Red McCoy, which was a Golden Age character, by the way, introduced I think in the 40s. We have more Gotham police cars and the broadcasting stuff. We have Gotham Postal Service.
Which, by the way, quick question, because I'm like, I know this is because it's like, what city? I mean, again, it's meant to be the United States, but not our United States. But I'm like, New York doesn't have their own postal service. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just saying that seems, well, again, it's a movie. I'm not going to overthink it. Whatever. It's like, anyway, well, I digress. Moving on. Where is Bridget? Bridget is not here right now. We'll
Please take a message
when she's back. Yes, we will take a message if you have one. So,
anyway,
sorry.
I would assume so.
Yes, Tony did propose several times to Liz last week.
He did,
and Liz actually almost bought. I mean, I don't know. It's an open question.
I would assume so, but they haven't filmed that stuff yet.
I mean, as you can see, these fingers are still bare, so we got a little work to do there, Tony. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Tony, you have to double down on the proposal.
I'm a materialistic bitch, Tony. What can I do?
Yeah, she's Dakota Johnson up in this pic. She's a materialist.
But first of all, we don't have to go there, John. I've been nothing but kind to you this whole evening.
No, because the movie The Materialists with fucking Pedro Pascal. God damn, woman. Jesus.
Yes, but we all agree it's a terrible movie.
It is a terrible movie. I'm just saying it's funny because you said materialist. I was mentioning the materialists. Supposed to be punny. Anyway, General Hospital. More shit. Cool. Great. Andy Cantata. I don't know who that is, but cool. And these are the cars we saw the other day. We did see those. And then we also have
that's pretty cool.
Gotham. I think it's supposed to take place in New Jersey.
I could clearly see that one of those on the left is meant to be the George Washington Bridge or equivalent. It's like a distorted map of New York if you really think about it.
But anyway,
that's not a surprise.
But yeah, you can only get there by bridge, which could be no man's land, maybe in the future, maybe.
There's actually Man, Monique and Liz, man, you all are living it up. This is great.
Apparently I should have started my career on the internet a lot sooner. But hey,
I
here
guess
we are.
So. Anyway, but this.
I mean, if it is supposed
cool.
to take place in Jersey, that tracks.
Yeah. I mean, I've also seen like it be like a stand-in for Detroit. I've seen like that. I've seen one where it's for Chicago. I mean, Dark Knight kind of was like that because it was filmed in Chicago, so it was kind of like an adjacent to Chicago. But speaking of, we do get a good look. It was like on a billboard kind of thing of like a directory.
I mean,
but
look at some of these.
We got Wayne Industries and Wayne Tower. We have Arkham Asylum. We have Ace Chemical, where Joker was birthed. We can't really see we could see International Airport, Memorial Bridge. We could see Wayne Manor. Wayne Manor's number 3, so
fair enough.
It's right somewhere up here. Anyway,
hi, Salazar. Actually, John, if you can, I don't know if you can like open these photos up, like enhance, like right click and enhance, but it's kind of interesting. We have the key to the map. It's all right there. I mean, there's some recognizable places.
You can see Crime Alley right there, the Dowry right there, or Bowery right there.
Was that where Lawrence Fishburne's character lives? Never mind. That's a different
John
universe.
Wick, baby.
But now this is all. Hang on. We have Monolith Square. We have the Kane Estate, which is a reference to Kate Kane, who is Batwoman. So that's interesting. We have Monarch Theater, which is the theater where the Waynes were outside of it. The Waynes were shot and killed. I don't know what the Cherry Hill something or other. Cathedral Square, Paris Island, Blackgate. Got Blackgate up in here, as well as plenty of others.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yes, very, very nice.
It's actually, I mean, then there's tunnels and stuff. You can almost, I mean, you can take this and sort of distort it and then lay it over the New York City map in real life. You can clearly tell like
Financial
Upper East Side, Upper West
here.
Side. Exactly. Yeah. And the docks and stuff. It's all meant to sort of the Narrows. I like the fact that the Narrows are in the middle.
Anyway,
sorry to me. I'm just kidding. No, never mind. Just keep on going.
Anyway,
it's just interesting though. I mean, you look at some of this stuff. It's like Old Gotham, Chinatown, the Diamond District. That's probably where Tony is headed right now. Newtown.
Is that a threat?
Crime Alley. Not a threat. I'm like, no, literally, if Tony's serious, I mean, he better be headed to the Diamond District. There, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm like. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, yeah, okay.
Better put a ring on it, son. Well, so I don't. So John, so you said Wayne Manor is number 3. You can't even see it on this map, unfortunately.
No,
so
you can't.
It's not even on the map. Oh. It must be on its own little island.
Is it? Wait, Wayne Manor isn't it not a here?
You can't see the top 3 because 4 starts here.
Yeah.
And it goes down, so you can't
1, 2,
see.
and 3 are cut off.
Yes, but you can see Wayne Tower and 34 and 35, which are right here. So Wayne Industries and Wayne Tower are right here. Right near the Diamond District, Tony. I'm sticking to Maid again. So are you gonna give are you giving Liz Ron as a present? I'm confused. Anyway. Ron is Canadian. Anyway,
let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Anyway, moving along.
But yeah, this is really fucking cool. Like, I love to see it. Very nice, lovely, lovely, lovely. Almost as lovely as Tony and Liz's future wedding. Anyway,
you're all invited.
Ron is like laughing at the prospect of being the
like. Here you go. I gave you a person. Now marry me.
I think we are a couple of 100 years too late on that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, remember, Canada made like 90% of the Geneva Convention, so like, we got to remember that. no stranger to war crimes. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing.
Wow.
But we
Is
do
there
in we do have an Easter egg. I was joking about the Snyderverse one, although it can kind of count as that because it is a dumpster fire. That
Fired.
that Sheldon Moldoff, or yes, Sheldon Moldoff, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is getting an Easter egg in this. Here he is right here. But Sheldon Moldoff was one of the most, important figures in comics. But nice little Easter egg. And Sheldon Moldoff is the co-creator of the second Clayface, Matt Hagen, who is being featured here. He also co-created Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, and Batmite, as well as Batgirl, the original Batgirl, as in Betty Kane Batgirl, the original Batwoman, and then Ace the Bat Hound. As well as the fact Sheldon Moldoff was one of the ghost artists for Bob Kane when the fucker didn't write or produce the art for his own comics, because Bob Kane is a piece of shit. Remember that. If you end this, if there is the moral of this story, since we're talking about Batman, remember, fuck Bob Kane, because Bob Kane is a fucking asshole and a piece of shit, and he can go fuck himself. Anyway, but yeah, it's nice seeing this Easter egg. Dan, what are your thoughts on this? Do you really care about this?
I mean, the mold, it's a nice Easter egg, and it's kind of like, didn't they do this in Superman with like Wade Street and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Again, DC, I mean, Marvel has done this a lot. This is not the first time you've seen a DC movie do it either, but it's always good because chances are in the movie it will just be in the background at some point. We have no idea how this is gonna play a part, if at all, in the movie, but this is the production design team doing their best, which is great to see.
Love to see it. But here we have more. A new look is for the official clapper board of Clayface. You can
enhance, John. Enhance.
We will enhance. We will enhance. There it is, right next to Eddie Marzen. This brown gentleman being very nice and being, I assume he's the first AD or the second AD. I forget the one who does the clapper. Anyway,
probably not the first AD. Probably not the first AD, but anyway, on a movie this size, not the first AD.
Yeah, so second or third AD. Anyway, I always forget which one is which. It's in my head, but I always forget which one. Anyway, but there it is.
It could be the script supervisor too. Who knows? But anyway, yeah.
Anyway, so 20A, not 1A, 1A, but 20A. Very nice. Thoughts?
It's not one of those digital slates that has a number that's synced to the time codes on the camera and stuff. It also looks like they're shooting. It looks like they're shooting on like Sony. If you look at obviously the multi-camera shoot, like but most of these big movies, you look at the cameraman behind, which looks like one of the movie camera. Like that's one of the, that's not a. Actually, I don't know. You know what? Actually, never mind. That looks like an extra.
Because you can have this one, you can have this one, yeah.
And yeah, because unless those are set photographers and that's another camera, that looks like somebody who's meant to be in the background, like the actual movie camera is in the front, like the one that's covered with has a rain cover. Right. If you look at like with the, right there,
right here.
Yep.
And I think these are extra.
I was gonna speculate on what camera they're using, but who cares? I mean, it's probably
nobody cares. Dan. Anyway,
Ari, Alexa. Anyway,
but this is what I was talking about before. Jimmy Red McCoy, Gotham businessman to be held for income tax evasion. That's how they got Al Capone. But you also see downtown.
Look on the left.
What?
Look on the left.
Is that him?
I mean, is it like it's?
I think it might be a statue.
Okay, I'm sure that's meant to sort of like at first glance meant to kind of hint at Clayface, but
or it's bad AI and this is all fake.
Can we not enhance any further?
Let's see.
John.
I mean, it's very hard to tell.
Trying to see if I can read it.
No, you can't.
No.
I mean, it's also you look at the very top, the ignorant bliss. It's like isn't that like a recreational drug in the comics for Gotham?
Yes, bliss is, yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
Ignorant bliss being a play
on. They mention it in the Penguin.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, more from the comics than, again, not the Batman universe, different. But
yeah. But then there was a second one, I think. Yeah, you can kind of see them kind of noting that a disfigured person has been sold on. Yeah, that's what that was. Anyway, but Jimmy Red McCoy, this is all the businessman stuff we've seen. He was first featured in Batman #4, but yes, this is him. We see the Gotham Times, Gotham News, Gotham Gazette. Here he is. I don't really recognize the actor, but yeah, they do have a major crime boss, not the Falcones or the other one, I don't remember. But yes, Jimmy Red McCoy. Interesting. I think that's a nice little Easter egg, and nice that they're not using the Falcones or the Maronis. That's what it was, the Maronis. No Bruce. Well, yeah, because he's not cast yet, and I don't think they're going to cast him for a Clayface movie. I think James Gunn even said that. So,
I mean,
whatever.
They're not gonna give that up in a set photo. They know this
And
stuff
that
is gonna
too.
get photographed. So like, it's not like they're gonna give this up. Like, no, But the comic book references are always fun. And again, most of these will mean probably nothing in the movie, but it's fun to see. So,
but yes, a building has been spotted on the set of Clayface named Pinckney Tower, most likely not to Cyrus Pinckney, a visionary architect who lived in Gotham City during the mid-1800s. He designed many of the landmark buildings within Gotham City. He was also featured in Batman Arkham Origins. So very nice to see. Nice little Easter egg.
Yeah. I mean, this is great. They've only been filming for a week, if that, maybe just days at this point. And
I mean, look at what happened when all those fucking set photos of Superman exploded, at the beginning of June, last year. So, we were fucking all over that. I remember our fucking audience doubled after that.
I mean, you guys can tell us in the chat if that's what you remember joining from. Remember, John? There's the shot.
There's the shot, right there. There it is.
I zoom
There's
into
the
this
shot right there. Now I'll zoom into this. That
okay. We don't need to see
right there
bulge, but
I'm just like, I don't know. Do we need that? Because it's sort of like, what function does it serve other than to highlight the fact that Superman's got some padding there potentially to make this?
I mean,
movie a little...
I hate to break it to you, but every man on planet Earth has a dick and balls. I don't know how you're supposed to hide that. Obviously, in camera, they're gonna probably do some cropping out. They're gonna smooth it down a little bit so we don't see David Corenswet's schwanz in our fucking faces all the time. But I'm sorry, it's just it's like a woman who has really big breasts, and she's like, I can't put them anywhere. What do you want me to do? So it's it makes sense. It's he has a big package. I don't know what to really say about that. Perfect.
I don't even know that it's that big, to be fair.
Oh no, the bulge.
I mean,
you haven't seen the beach photo.
If y'all were wearing shady whitey,
we haven't shown you the beach photos, Liz.
Oh, well, let's get those.
I think John's gonna look for it. But
we're gonna.
There was a beach photo.
Let's get the beach photos.
Bring up the beach photos.
I mean, we're already here.
We're objectifying this poor man. He just wants to live happily, but
you get what you get. You don't get upset.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh no. Nice, Frankie. Oh my lord. Indeed. Oh my lord. You're about to see some stuff. Just beware. We do believe in the bulge here on the channel.
We certainly do. We certainly do.
Yeah, apparently.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a decent
John, the moment's gonna go. You just gotta, it's
Anyway, hold on. We got it. We got the bulge. There it is.
I need you to enhance.
I can't enhance. It won't let me enhance. But
I don't know. I have yes.
I don't know. I can't really see.
Fucking pain in my ass.
It's just black shorts is all I'm saying. It's just black
there
shorts.
it is. Oh my
there
god.
It is.
No, don't go there.
There.
No, yeah, you see? That gives new context.
Water. Well now. Okay then.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Good
I
for
think
you,
we've
buddy.
seen plenty.
Good for you.
Perfect.
Now all we
And
need is to see him in a pair of gray sweatpants.
there he is. Beautiful. Anyway,
Well, all right.
let's not objectify David Cornsweat any longer.
That's our superhero right there, gang.
Anyway, how are we gonna climb the show out of this weird hole?
We don't have to. We can just wrap it up here.
We can just end it.
Let's get out of here.
Because that's what it is, guys. It's the end of the show. Anyway, let's get that out of here. Anyway,
really.
Very nice to have a wonderful show with you guys. Next up, we're going to do Tier List Tuesdays, although technically now it's a Wednesday, but neither here nor there.
How we do it.
But yes, join us for Tier List Tuesday. About like 15-20 minutes. Go to get a snack, go take a poopy, whatever you need to do, and we'll do that for Tier List Tuesday. It's fine. Anyway, but thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when we go live. Let's just get the hell out of here so we can start with Tier List Tuesdays. We're not only blessed from the start, but blessed at the end. So see you for Tier List Tuesday in a couple minutes.
It's another project that's been blessed from the beginning.
There's the shot right there. That.
Okay, we don't need to see
right there.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Now you want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts. Here we go.
Victory mine. Ask me how am I doing? I'm telling you really I'm doing sublime. I never wait in a stewardess line. I just go do it. I'm moving my time. Really had nothing to do with it. How am I moving? I'm moving like you want to shine. Follow my lead. Don't listen to lies. I had to put me all on the line. That's why I know that victory's mine.
I prefer Jared Leto.
Hunka hunka.
Fuck Bob Kane, fuck Jeff Snyder, and fuck that.